Hi, welcome to my What I Eat and What I Do Wednesdays video. You're probably wondering why I'm not in the kitchen. Well, the reason is that I think all the What I Eat videos are all the same, and I don't really want to show you what I eat all the time. And what I'll do is I'll show you pictures of what I eat, but I kind of want to talk about other things as well. So, I'll just update you a little bit on my diet. I'm still high carb vegan, but lately I haven't really been counting calories. It's been summer and really hot, and in summer I tend to eat less. And I don't know why, but I just get full more easily, and when I'm hot I just don't feel hungry that much. So I wonder if any of you have the same kind of feelings. When it's summer you don't want to eat that much, but then when it's winter and it's cold you just want to stuff yourself. So that's like me. But I don't tend to gain weight or lose weight either way. I just, something about my body just keeps it skinny even if I eat a lot or I eat less. So that's weird. Another thing is that with food combining, I have been starting to not follow these rules anymore. So one of these rules of food combining is to not eat fruit after a cooked meal, or to eat fruit earlier in the day and then eat the cooked stuff later. So sometimes I've just been eating fruit for dinner. Well, not sometimes, but maybe once a week or every 2 weeks. I've been eating banana ice cream sometimes when it's really hot and I don't want a heavy meal. I just eat banana ice cream for dinner, and I seem to be fine with it. And it's not like I eat it straight after a cooked meal. I wait a few hours between lunch and dinner, and then I just have fruit for dinner. But that's occasionally. And also for breakfast, I try to eat a lot for breakfast, but lately because it's summer I've been eating a bit less. So today I've only had 1 nectarine and 5 bananas so far, and I'm not even hungry, and it's just past noon. So I'm going to be having lunch, and I'll show you in a picture what I'm having, but I might have 2 lunches depending how hungry I am. So I just am going by my hunger now, and because I don't have any students today, I can eat whenever I want. I don't have to plan ahead to eat enough so that I'm not hungry until the next time I get a break. And I've been enjoying mangoes as well, because it's mango season in Australia. When they're in season, or when I'm having a mango meal, I like to have 4 for breakfast, and because it's quite a light meal, I'll feel hungry a bit earlier in the day. So there was this one day where I ate mangoes for breakfast, and I think it was 8 something in the morning, and then by 11 I was hungry. So I just had an early lunch, and then I had an early dinner, and then I wasn't really hungry after that. So that's kind of my eating schedule. It's a little bit, it's not as structured at the moment. As you might know, I'm a piano teacher, and I just wanted to share a little story of what happened yesterday because it's a bit funny. So yesterday, I was just teaching a few students because I've got some students who want to come for lessons sometimes in the holidays, or they might have lessons that they missed in the term and they have to make it up. So I was teaching a few students, and there were these 2 brothers that came, and one brother is 5 or 6 years old and the older one is 8 years old, I think. So the younger one went first and the older one went after, and they each have a 20-minute lesson, so they're just learning for fun. So they're just having short lessons. So the older one, he was having his lesson and he had to play 3 pieces for me. And what I do with my students is that whenever they do well in a piece, I'll let them pass it. So if they do well, as in they play it accurately and they can play it confidently, then I'll let them pass it, and I put a tick next to the piece. But it happened that this boy, when he played his pieces, he was doing quite well, but he couldn't quite pass it yet because he still had little mistakes to fix up. And so I heard 2 of them, and I said, well, next week you'll probably pass it because you're so close, there's just little things to fix. And then he got onto the third piece and he was like starting to cry that he wasn't passing his pieces. And then I asked, what's wrong? And he said, and then the dad who was watching said, it's because I told him that he could play computer games if he passed. And then I thought, oh, that's why. And so it was a struggle to get through the third piece because he was crying and he was like shaking. He was so upset that he didn't pass his pieces. And I think it wasn't because he didn't pass his pieces, but just because he couldn't play computer games afterwards. And so the last 5 minutes were a bit difficult. He was just crying. And then the awkward thing was that after the lesson, I had another student coming in, and so this boy was crying on the way out, and then the next student and his mother came in, and the mother, after I closed the door, she asked me, "Did you make him cry?" And I said, "No." And I explained the whole thing to her, and then she told me, "Oh, I do the same thing with my son." So these parents, sometimes they motivate their kids to practice by bribing them with computer games. And yeah, so that's my job. I just wanted to share that story. I don't know what the point was, but just wanted to share a bit of what I do, kind of experiences that I have with piano teaching. So I do enjoy it most of the time, and things like that happen very rarely. Mostly students enjoy the lessons. If you have a funny story to share of what happened during your week, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!